Hello and welcome back to my FPL channel, and today I am FPL D-Unit and you're here. Look, it's been a couple of weeks, well, a week since I made my last video. This is more Club World Cup content. So this is my Matchday 2 team selection, my thoughts post Matchday 1, my use of the 12-man chip. How well did it go? I'm telling you, it was about as good as my triple captaincy in FPL. And obviously, I am going to have an FPL video out in the next few days, probably over the weekend, on the fixtures. So if you are here for FPL stuff, that is coming. I'll also be doing a deadline stream later today in about 4 hours time, 5 hours time, and I'll be talking about the FPL fixtures there, my first initial reactions, as well as talking about the Club World Cup. It's going to be a question and answer session. It's going to be a deadline stream. Maybe they'll get the deadline right today. We can only hope. Without further ado, smash a like on the video. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Hit me up on the WhatsApp group. Feel free to join. It is free of charge. And without further ado, let's go. So the Matchday 1 review, here it is. And I'm telling you, it was interesting. Let's put it that way. You can see there, Erling Haaland. We're going to get into him a little bit later. Pep Roulette is back with an absolute vengeance. I've had a captaincy mare, and I just wish that I'd actually captain Elise instead of Kane. The manual subs I really loved until obviously the fact my last sub that I made didn't actually play, and then subsequently you don't get any points. Your captaincy, for example, doesn't then become double vice captain, which kind of sucks, but it's like a bit like roulette, really. As you can see here, defenders were the aim of the game. They did really well. And anyone that played in Auckland City as well did amazingly well. Now, lots of people talked about Musiala starting on the bench, not being involved. Well, the dude did start on the bench, but he only needed 29 minutes against the blokes from Auckland City, and I still don't even know how they're there. Apparently, they're like ranked 4,950 something in the world. How is that an advertisement for Club World Cup? This is meant to be the best 32 teams in the world. How is a team that's ranked that pathetically, that no one's even heard of before, that can't even afford to send their own players over for the tournament? Instead, they've got to send over some part-time amateurs that probably are either homeless, they haven't got a job, or they're on a student or whatever. They've literally sent a bunch of part-timers. You could have rung me up in Australia, could have palmed myself off as a fish and chips. Like, I don't know what you're saying, but New Zealand bloke, you could have palmed me off to go over there. I could have done a better job than some of them. I might have even scored. Who knows? But let's say it hasn't been a great advertisement. But look, this is how the team went. Somna, obviously, it's annoying. I really should have 2 points on the field for Guardiola, and my best captain that I did pick over this course of time, we'll look at in a second, was Cole Palmer. I should have kept the Mane in goal. Inter Milan were god-awful. And it just goes to show, new managers not doing very well. Xabi Alonso, Real Madrid hold against Al Hilal. Come on, what are you talking about? I mean, that's what happens when you invest in players that don't defend and put them in your defense. You're obviously going to concede goals. Trent Alexander-Arnold, that's why he didn't make my team. There you go. But look, we're meant to be covering how the team went. Kukurea, fantastic. Did what was on the tin. Clean sheet. Francisco Moura, didn't expect a clean sheet there, but I got 7 points. I didn't expect a clean sheet in the PSG Atletico Madrid game, but I did. And Hakimi, again, 7 points there. Then it was Musiala and Elise saving my score. 73 points. It gave me a rank of 21,146. I mean, if I'd had captaincy on Elise, Musiala, I'm probably sitting in the top 1,000 teams. I think that was about it. So, look, well done to Virun VN. He is an overall rank of 860. He is the league leader. He scored 106 points. Again, if you want to join the league code is above me right now, 9DO4KC5P. Yeah. That's my review. Obviously, I didn't leave too many points on the bench. And I did like the manual subs being able to have a look at players and then transfer them in later in the game week. However, the captaincy just absolutely ruined me. And let's have a look at the Matchday 1 booster. 12th man, I thought in my head, Pep Guardiola. Who's exempt from Pep Roulette? Erling Haaland. So is Guardiola, normally. So is Ruben Diaz. Now, I would like FIFA to come out that says in their rules that you're meant to play your first strength team, your full strength team, I want to see them come out and find Man City. I want to see them come out and have the balls that the Premier League don't have and go and find them. Why? Because that was not their first strength team. Erling Haaland is part of it. Whenever he's fit, he starts. We saw that when he came back from injury in the FPL and everyone was like, hey, he's going to be on the bench. Started straight away, played 90 minutes. That was not their full strength lineup. I want to see them find. Very annoying that Erling Haaland came on at about the 60th minute mark, then missed a one-on-one, 1 point. Oh, just so infuriating. It's like this man is cursed. I don't know what it is. The cyborg has gone off the boil. 1 point, 0 goals, 0 assists. Should have done a lot more. He didn't. But then other people had Mbappe as their 11th man, as their 12th man, and they were even more unlucky because he didn't even play. I mean, the Club World Cup is just... if that game was during the normal Spanish league season, it was a league game for 3 points, Mbappe's playing that game. Like, those are the facts. These clubs aren't really taking it seriously. I want to see FIFA come out and fine Man City for not playing Erling Haaland and Guardiola, because that cost me so many points. Ruined my game week. That's all I'll say about it, really. So the Bayern Munich versus Auckland City, it did end, as I predicted, 10-0 flogging. I said if they had taken this game anywhere near seriously enough, I'd never heard of them, still don't know of them. I think they just 10 sheep during the day from what I can work out, because they were just racking up the score. 10-0. 10-0 against a bunch of amateurs, and obviously they are one of the two teams to target, along with Al Hayn or Ain, or however you say it, I'm not sure. But Michael Olise, fantastic, 19 points. Harry Kane was the disappointing one, and he was the one that I went for as my captain, thinking, safe bet, they're going to be scoring lots of goals. And Harry Kane doesn't get an assist. He doesn't get a goal. He doesn't even get points for shots on target when they've scored 10 goals. What do you mean, Harry Kane? Please explain yourself. Disgraceful performance. Musiala, fantastic stuff. Came off the bench, hat-trick, won a penalty, 21 points. I mean, that's what you like to see. That is what you like to see. Harry Kane, take note. Hopefully you turn around. So the captaincy roulette. I had 6 captains, and I didn't mind this. Unfortunately, they all sucked. It got worse the longer it went on. So I started on Harry Kane, got 2 points, and then thought, all right, well, Porto play next. I can transfer it to someone there. So I went Agahoa, 2 points. That wasn't good enough either. Went to Cole Palmer. At least he had a few chances created, etc., etc. He gets 3 points. I thought, nah, still take that on. There's still some good performances left in this team. Then Geraci. Borussia Dortmund didn't even look like scoring a goal from what I can gather in that game. 2 points. And I was like, all right. Dumfries looks like he might not be playing. There was rumours he won't be playing. And I was like, I'll put it on Sommer and go for the clean sheet. I was like, no, we just hope that Dumfries plays and maybe gets a goal off the bench or something. Didn't come on at all, 0 points. And then I was left with one last option, and that was to play it on Guardiola. And guess what? Pep roulette happened, and my captaincy roulette went a bit like Pep roulette. It absolutely stunk it up, and I got zero points from my captain in match day 1. You couldn't read about it. Oh, I'm glad you can't do that in FPL, to be honest, because that would be absolutely painful. I was kind of hoping that, you know, your captain didn't get double points, so then your vice captain at the end of the game week would double. But I read the rules, and it was very evident that if you made manual subs during the game week, including your captaincy, you just get what you reap. And unfortunately, I reaped a 0-pointer. So that was unbelievably good. At least it wasn't minus. It could have been worse. So my Club World Cup thoughts ahead of match day 2. You need to target the weak teams. They are Auckland City. And this week, Benfica plays Auckland City. And Man City play Al Ain. Oh, I don't even know how to say their name. I'm butchering it badly. But that's who you need to target. Play the 12th man chip on a guaranteed starter. That's all I'll say about it, and avoid Pep roulette. Don't play it on a Man City player. Whatever you do, I know it's going to be tempting to play it on Erling Haaland this week, and maybe this week is the week where you should play it on Erling Haaland because he's going to do really well. But, I mean, it's just frustrating. So I'm not doing any moves. I'm not using any chips this game week. I just want to see how my team goes without him. Give you a hot tip. I'm taking a -9 as well. I've made 5 transfers to try and target these weak teams. That's what it's been about. Manual subs is brilliant until it's not. As I said, I've talked you through how my team went down. You've got to be careful of that captain as well. You really want to try and nail someone. I think if they get any kind of returns, you just keep it, because You keep on juggling things. Unfortunately for me, it did not work out. Others it did. They had Kolo Mani as their last player to play, or a Juventus player that returned really well. So again, that was really good for them. But it's great. It's a great concept. I love it. But it can also be really frustrating for backfires and you end up with 0 points for your captain. That was the only downside I got. Obviously, that was... just find Man City. They won't do it again. Just do it FIFA. Will we see the fancy teams from Europe please show up? I mean, like Borussia Dortmund, they didn't do much. Real Madrid, again, drawing against Al Hilal, man. I mean, that's like a kind of Man United result from like this season just been. I just think it just goes to show how unbalanced that team is for Real Madrid, because they really should be swatting aside someone that plays in Saudi Arabia. And it's probably just the Club World Cup, really. Let's be honest. And then obviously there were some other teams that I thought were going to win that didn't win. So that was also disappointing. But yeah, will they start showing up this week? We got to hope so. We got to hope so if we're picking those players. So the Matchday 2 fixtures, these are what they are. We've got Palmeiras against Al Hilal, Inter Miami against Porto. I still like Porto against Inter. I think they'll be fine there. Atletico Madrid finally get an easy game against Seattle Sounders. PSG should be good against Botafogo. Benfica should destroy Auckland City. It's just a matter of how many goals. Chelsea against Flamengo. You still expect Chelsea, even though that game should be harder. Los Angeles Football Club. I apologize to anyone that I said it was LA Galaxy. It's not LA Galaxy. It's actually Los Angeles Football Club. They're two very different teams. I had no idea. Thank you to someone who corrected me. Esperance to Tunisia. I don't know what that game's going to be. It's probably going to be bang average. Bayern Munich against Boca. Should be an interesting game. Should be close. I think Bayern will have to work harder for that win, but I still think they'll win. Borussia Dortmund, you would again expect them to win that game, but who knows after the first round. Ditto Inter against the Red Diamonds. But you just don't know after those first round results. Fluminense against Ulsan. I expect Fluminense to win that one. River Plate probably will beat Monterrey, but Monterrey, I don't understand what was going on in that game. Juventus against Wydad, easy game. Should be an easy win for Juventus. Real Madrid against Pachua. You would think that they'd get the job done there, but no guarantees. Salzburg against Al Hilal. Al Hilal showed that they maybe might make it through the groups. Who knows? And then Man City against Al Ain. Hopefully I'll finish the game week with a bang, particularly with the transfers I have made this week. So these are my 5 transfers that I've made. So I've gone with Agüero out, Geraci out, Guavio out, Dumfries out, Palmer out. They all blanked or they all didn't play. And now I've really gone for Pep Roulette. I'm backing in the fact that Phil Foden was absolutely dominant in Matchday 1. Back of a goal, back of assist. He's probably going to be back on the bench in Matchday 2, knowing my luck. Alberto Costa got 14 points. I think he must have scored it for Juventus, and he's 4 million. He was a really good enabler here in order to make these other moves happen. Otamendi comes in. Obviously, Benfica have Auckland City. He's every chance to score another goal there and probably keep a clean sheet as well, so he could be on track for a massive haul. Haaland looks great. You would expect him definitely to start this next game. I mean, otherwise, who knows what's going on there, because he's been playing for Norway. If he can't get a game here, what's going on, Pep? And then Pavlidis... just makes sense. Auckland City, I really wanted to triple up, but I couldn't justify taking a -12 to do it. I mean, it's not FPL, so I don't really care that much. But those are my moves. Those are my 5 chances this week. So how's the team lining up heading into match day 2? So this is it. I'm going to be starting with Somner in goal. We're starting in a 4-4-2, but that will change over the course of the game week because obviously Man City have that last game and I will be making my manual subs again. So I'm literally starting with the 4 players on the bench that have the last fixtures so I can then rotate them on later in the game week. That's the idea. So we're starting with Somner in goal against the Red Diamonds, Kukurea against Fluminense, Hakimi against Botafogo, Otamendi and Pavlidis against Auckland City, Francisco Moura and Rodrigo Moura against Inter Miami. I think they'll go all right there. Musiala and Elise. Elise is going to start off as my captain this week. I'm not playing it on Kane. This will be the week where Kane scores a hat-trick and Elise and Musiala probably blank. Then Mastiano, he was disappointing, but he is also going to be starting. Then I'll be rotating in and out. Haaland, you would think, would be a safe captain on the very last game week, so on the very last match of match day 2. So for that reason, I think he'll be okay. Foden's obviously on the bench as well. Alberto Costa, Armani, and we just see how we go. I think the manual subs I really like. It adds a bit of interest to the games, I suppose. I think that's the best way of making it make sense. And yeah, I think that's where I'm at. That's what I'm going into match day 2. -9, 5 transfers made. Saving that wild card for next week when there are a few fixture changes as well that I really want to target. So that brings us to the end of team selection for Matchday 2. I'll be back later today for a live stream, a deadline stream, looking at Club World Cup, looking at the FPL fixtures. It's going to be interesting. Make sure you join me. Book that in. I'm going to schedule it now so you'll be able to look at it while you've watched the end of this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Let me know your moves in the comments. What have you thought of the Club World Cup? Also put that in the comments. And before you go, smash a like. Make sure you schedule for the deadline stream later. And if you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe to the well. I've been the FPL D-Unit, and I'll see you later tonight.